Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I thought I would give my Irish Barbie dolls of the world a little makeover. All of them I bought secondhand, so they just need to be cleaned up and washed and restyled and everything. So first I guess I'll go through who each doll is and we'll do before and after pictures. So the first doll we have is from the Dolls of the World Princesses of the World collection, and this is the Princess of Ireland Barbie. So she is absolutely beautiful. She has that gorgeous Bob Mackie face mold. She has really long hair. They're all kind of redheads, but she's definitely like an auburn redhead, brown redhead. And she's just really beautiful. So she just doesn't need too much. I'm probably going to leave her rope braid alone and just wash and boil wash the rest of her hair. Oh, she does need an elastic though. So that must have disintegrated over time. So she's really beautiful. Then we have the Dolls of the World second wave Irish Barbie, and she just needs a full head to toe makeover and cleanup. Again, I found her at the flea market, so she's a little dirty and her hair is kind of a mess. The back isn't horrible, but it's looking a little frizzy. So this one is from the Dolls of the World Festivals of the World line, and this is the Irish Dance Barbie. So I got her in the box, but she still has the box hair in the back that I need to fix up. You can see there. The front looks really nice, how they styled it, and the curls are really soft. There's no gel in them, so I don't want to touch them, but I do want to fix the back. And she is beautiful as well. She also has the Mackie face sculpt. This one has a superstar face sculpt, of course. Then here's my most recent Irish Barbie doll of the world, and she's actually the oldest one. This is from 1983. She has the beautiful Steffi mold, the original Steffi mold, and I just love her. But she's going to need a full makeover as well. She still has the plastic piece in her hair, and she's been in the box for 40 years, so I definitely want to give her a good wash and to see if we can just make her hair look nice again. She has the darkest hair of all of them. Hers is the most brunette, even though it does have some red in it. And lastly, we have this beautiful Irish Barbie doll of the world as well. I can't remember off the top of my head who she is. She might be like Ireland Passport or Irish Passport Barbie, but she's really beautiful as well. She is unique because her eyes are like a beautiful glowy golden color. Like the color of, this is what I imagine. If you guys have read Outlander and they always describe Claire's eyes as being the color of sherry, this is kind of what I imagine her eye color would have been. But she also has a beautiful face. I think this is Generation Girl actually. So she's really beautiful as well. I love her outfit. But she needs her hair restyled. It's just up in a ponytail. I bought her used on eBay, so I'm not sure what her original style is, but I'll have to look at some pictures and see what it was. So let's go ahead and get started. But I don't think this is going to be a situation where she's going to have straight hair and I can curl it. So I guess I'll just see what I can do with that. And then this one, unfortunately, she's going to need a glue treatment. Her hair is really sticky. So there was definitely some glue leakage in there. Not surprising since she's the oldest one, or she's the newest one out of all of these, the most recent. And I know Mattel has had a problem in the past with the glue leakage in their scalp. So I'll do a glue treatment on her, definitely. And I do have a video actually where I filmed how I do my glue treatments, which I'll link below if you're interested in watching. Okay, so here's everybody after I washed and conditioned them. She's gonna stay in her little OxyClean for, I don't know how long, honestly. I'm just experimenting. Maybe another half hour or so. I'll just keep her in there just to make sure, to see if we can try to get all of the stuff out. And then this one, like I mentioned, I'm just going to boil wash her. I'm not gonna bother to comb through. She has that really curly hair texture, kind of similar to like Mystery Squad Kenzie, I think that's her name was. And then the rest of them, they combed out really easily. I was really glad. So I'm just going to rinse the conditioner out of these three. And then I think I'll be done for tonight. I'll let them dry overnight. And then it's just kind of late. Otherwise, I would go right ahead and do a boil wash. But I'm just going to save that for tomorrow. Okay, so I actually forgot to do anything with her last night. So she sat in the OxyClean overnight, and I just rinsed her, and then I washed her hair with dish soap, and her hair still feels a little bit tacky. So I'm gonna try one more OxyClean dunk. Normally, like I said, I use the Goo Gone, but I ran out of that. So if that doesn't work, I'll just have to purchase more Goo Gone and then try to finish her makeover a different time. But yeah, unfortunately, the first dunk with OxyClean, I can't totally tell because her hair is still wet, but it does feel like it's still sticky, unfortunately. So we'll just try it again. Okay, so here I have all the laundry, all the clothes, I should say, just soaking in a little bit of laundry detergent. And I put one of those color catcher sheets in there just in case the green ends up bleeding, hopefully not into the white. So yeah, I'll just let these soak for a little while and we'll see how dirty the water is afterwards. Well, I'm so glad I used a color catcher because look how green this was, and the water itself was super green, but it doesn't, oh, it might have bled a little bit into the fabric, which is a little bit of a bummer, but for the most part, I think that it worked out pretty well and it didn't make everything green. So just a tip, if you're washing old Barbie laundry, probably any doll laundry, definitely throw in a color catcher just in case. All right, so these are the four that I decided to go ahead and boil wash now. The fifth one, I'm just gonna keep doing the OxyClean treatments to see if it will get rid of that glue since I don't have the Glue Gone that I usually use. So we're gonna do boil washes on these four. This one I debated because her hair actually, I kind of liked how it looked with that wave in it, but I am curious just to see what she would look like with the boil wash. And then her, I'm just gonna do the back pieces. Her, I'm just obviously gonna keep the braid out. But it's really interesting to see how the skin tones have changed over the years. I know for the early ones, like the 80s and the early 90s, they were really pink. And then they really got pale. They got more of a pale yellowy tone after that. But very interesting. I also love this time of Barbie too, when the heads were a little bit smaller. Now I feel like when you look at them compared with a current fashionista, the heads look so big on the new ones, but I do like the older, smaller heads a little bit better. Yep, so I'm just boiling some water now and I'll show you what they look like after their boil wash. Okay guys, so after several of the OxyClean treatments, I would say like 6 or 7, it still feels like there's glue in her hair. So I ended up ordering some Goo Gone from Amazon. So I'm going to try to do a couple of these to see if this will fully resolve her glue hair. Okay guys, our makeovers are finally complete. So let's do a quick before and after of each doll. So here we have Ireland Barbie before. And here she is after. So this one was a little bit of a labor of love. The first problem we had was she ended up having a ton of glue in her hair. So I tried to do a couple of the OxyClean treatments in her hair, hoping that that would help get rid of the glue. But ultimately, 6 or 7 treatments later, it still wasn't gone. So I ended up buying the Goo Gone and finished her off with 2 of those treatments. And that seemed to really do the trick. So here's a look at the back of her hair. All the glue is gone. It's beautiful and soft again, and it combs out nicely. So really happy with that. The other thing, unfortunately, is that when I washed their laundry, her dress did have the green that bled into the white of her dress. So I'm a little disappointed with that, but it is what it is. She still looks really cute. I love her little face and her beautiful eyes. So yeah, really happy with how she cleaned up and just really happy to get the glue out of her hair as well. And here we have the Ireland Dolls of the World, Festivals of the World Irish Dance Barbie before. So here she is. She's looking pretty similar to the before pictures. As I mentioned, I didn't do anything with her hair because it looked so nice to start out with. I didn't want to mess with the curls, but I did wash her dress. I kept the socks on, but I tried to spot clean as much as I could on her. So I think the real difference is in the back of her hair. I did end up brushing it out. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I did with a larger tooth comb just to see if I could separate some of these curls. And then I just did a boil wash, and I think it helped just to improve the matting, and it gave the curls a little bit more bounce and definition. And it looks a little bit messy, but it's not tangled anymore. It's just a really super curly hair texture. So overall, really happy with her little makeover as well. And she's so cute with her little Mackie face and her fancy eye makeup. Love her too. And here we have the Dolls of the World, Princesses of the World, Princess of Ireland, Barbie before. And here she is after. So I didn't have to do too much with her. She already looks pretty good out of the box. But I ended up washing her hair and then boil washing it and just detangling it and smoothing it out a bit. And I think her hair turned out really nice as well. Just nice and smooth. And I left the curls at the bottom because I still wanted it to have that curly, wavy texture. And I didn't do anything with the braid. The elastic is no longer in there, but the braid held pretty well, so I didn't want to mess with that. But ultimately, I think she came out really nice as well. Her hair just is really pretty. It's long. It's a nice saran texture. And I think you could play a lot with this. You could give her more defined curls or braids, or maybe like some cool Celtic braids would look nice in her hair. But I just love the hair color on her. It's a beautiful auburn color and it's shiny. So I think that she turned out really well as well. And here we have the Dolls of the World Irish Barbie second wave before. And here she is after as well. So for her, I just pretty much washed her hair and did a boil wash. I didn't worry too much about getting it super straight. And since it's air dried for a while, it's kind of like curled up a little bit, but it's nice and clean and tangle free. She does have like some choppy layers in there, but you know, whatever. But I think she turned out really pretty. Her hair was a lot longer than I thought. And ultimately I decided not to do any curlers in their hair because I only do that if I'm like planning on doing a photo shoot specifically for this particular like doll. So this is what she looks like after, and I think she came out really pretty as well. And here we have the original 1983 Irish Barbie Dolls of the World before. And here she is after. So all I really did with her was I washed her hair. I did remove her hat, and the hair quality wasn't the best, but I ended up doing 1 or 2 OxyClean treatments on her, and it really improved it. So whatever residue she had in there, it didn't seem like it was glue because it came out pretty quickly, did resolve pretty well. So I'm really happy with how she cleaned up. I didn't end up putting her hair back in the original hairstyle, only because I know that over time elastics will disintegrate anyway, so I just kept her hair down. But she has such a pretty face, this beautiful Steffi face mold, and I'm really happy with how she cleaned up. So she's looking pretty good. And she smells nice and fresh and clean now. So yeah, really happy with this little makeover. So here is one last look at the beautiful Irish Barbie Dolls of the World, nice and cleaned up, fresh, clean hair and clothing. And I think what I'm going to do is just take pictures of each one of them just so I have them for my collection page on Flickr and I can remember how nice they looked at this point. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this type of makeover video. If you do want to see more of my thrifty makeovers, please let me know, because I definitely need to clean up so many more Barbies. So it would be fun if you wanted me to film them and share them on the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.